What is good, everybody? This week we are going to be looking at Erik McCoy. Now, Erik McCoy is one of them players that I feel like everybody knows that he is good, but I don't feel like people really know to the extent of how good he actually is because he is a phenomenal football player and he is an elite center in the NFL, top five, 100%. Now, the only thing with him is staying healthy. Last year, he spent the majority of the season hurt, and that sucks. But when he was actually on the field, he was a difference maker both in the pass game and in the run game, and the film shows it. So from this point on in his career, the guy's a top five center. All he has to do is stay healthy, and he is a big, huge contributing factor to whether or not the Saints will have success because the center is really like the leader of the offensive line. He makes the calls at the line and he kind of sets the tempo. And Erik McCoy, like I said, phenomenal center, top five center. So let's look at some of his top plays from the 2024 season when he was actually on the field. All right, let's take a look at this first play here going against the Carolina Panthers. And in this rep, he's going to essentially have Derrick Brown one-on-one. And, they are sliding this way, but Cesar Ruiz doesn't offer much help. He's kind of more focused on helping Trevor Penning over here on the right side. But again, Derrick Brown here, also, I believe, missed the majority of last season, but he is an elite defensive lineman as well, one of the better ones in the league. And, you can see Erik McCoy just handle him one-on-one with ease here. And this is just such a good rep because, as a center, obviously, you have to snap the ball, right? It's not like any other position on the offensive line. You got to snap the ball, then immediately worry about the guy in front of you. And again, when the guy in front of you is Derrick Brown, it's a difficult task, right? But you can see here, Erik McCoy is going to snap the ball, get into his pass set perfectly, right? He doesn't overset or underset, and he uses that snapping hand, the ball that he snapped the hand with, to really get that inside clamp on Derrick Brown here. He's playing with good leverage. You can see he's low man wins most of the time, right? And you can see he's using that inside clamp. You can see how the play strength that he plays with, the hand strength to keep that thing connected through Derrick Brown this entire time, right? Keeping that outside hand free in case Derrick Brown were to spike inside. But once we know that Derrick Brown is committed to going this way, then we can bring that second hand back and we can lean, hold our anchor, and then we kind of finish the play with a nice little shove there and give the quarterback enough time to throw a touchdown pass to Rashid Shaheed down. So again, just a really impressive rep to start things off. Again, like we're the center, we're snapping it, we're sliding that way, and we're using that same snapping hand to get hands on first against an elite defensive lineman like Derrick Brown, and then we just stonewall him all the way through, and again give the quarterback enough time. And it's hilarious when you look at it because he's kind of the only offensive lineman here who actually did give the quarterback enough time, other than Fuaga. But the left guard gets beat like a drum, and then Trevor Penning around the edge also kind of gets beat. But I mean, again, this is an Erik McCoy video, and he does a phenomenal job against an elite defensive lineman in Derrick Brown. All right, next one here I want to show, and this one again working against a zero technique, a head up, which is always tough for a center, right? Okay. And this is Taysom, obviously, so we know that there's going to be a quarterback run most likely, and they're trying to get this draw play sort of here through this gap, right? So really the job of McCoy and Ruiz here is just to clear out this gap right here because the fullback is supposed to lead through, and then Taysom follows him, right? And again, just check out the strength that Erik McCoy has to torque this defender, right? Again, he's a center. He has to snap this ball and then worry about a freaking 300-pound guy right in front of him that he has to move essentially to the left in order for the play to work. So watch, he snaps the ball. Boom. Look at him. Look at the strong inside, or I guess technically inside if you're counting the run going inside, hand, his right hand. Watch this. Wham. Nice club, and then we're going to torque our body, and he moves this 300-pound defender to the left to clear this hole. Now it gets kind of swallowed up by the right side over here, and they end up bouncing this thing out. But, I mean, you can see the strength that he has and just the ability to, again, you got this guy lined up right directly in front of you, and you have to snap the ball first, but then, boom, torque, move 300-pound plus defender out of the way and clear away for Taysom Hill. And I mean, you just can't say enough about how good Erik McCoy is, and just plays like this are just all over his tape, and we kind of just take it for granted. Like, yeah, well, that's just kind of what he does. But, I'm here to shine some light on just how good he really is. Next one here, and another thing that makes him so good is his ability to get off on the second level. So here the Saints are going to be running this thing to the right, wide zone to the right. It's going to end up being cut backside, but essentially you have Erik McCoy and Cesar Ruiz are going to be double teaming up to this guy right here, right? If this guy flows left, it's Erik McCoy's job to take him. And if he goes this way, then Cesar Ruiz would take him. And then the other guy would just stay on this first level defender here. And just watch how effortless it is for Erik McCoy to hit this combo block and then come off on the second level here. Okay, again, we snap it. Nice wide step to get to our spot. Boom. Right, give this guy a nice shove to help our right guard out to completely overtake him so that he can put his body in front of the ball carrier. And then right after he does that, he's able to right there, boom, pop the second level, get on him, and finish the play. Now it was cut back because of this linebacker filling over the top. Taysom read it and cut it back there. But I mean, you can see the athleticism and really just how good Erik McCoy is at hitting these combo blocks on the first level, keeping his eyes on the second level, and coming off it right at the perfect time to get a good hit on that second level defender and, really put himself in the way of him and the ball carrier. Next one here, same sort of concept. Ball's going outside. And again, we have McCoy working a combo and getting up to the second level, just about as effortless as you can make it look here. Now, this time he's going to be working with the left guard here. So they're going right, but since this is his most immediate threat, he's going to give just enough help to the right guard or the left guard here so that the left guard is able to sort of overtake him and cut him off, right? And then after he does that, he's going to come up and work to this second level linebacker. So I'll let it play through real quick so we can see what it looks like. Okay, there's the help. And there he is getting to the second level. Obviously, the run wasn't very successful, but it wasn't McCoy's fault. But I think what makes this play so special is it really puts on display his athleticism as well. It's one thing that's not really talked about a ton with him, but he is super athletic, right? Look at him. Okay, so first step, we're going to make sure we give our left guard just enough help because we know our left guard in this situation, not the most athletic guy in the world. So we give him a strong punch and boom, left guard's able to overtake. And now one main important thing here when you're an offensive lineman climbing to the second level, you never want to go to where they are. You want to go to where they're going to be, right? It's called tracking. So you're essentially going to try to climb to where they're going to be instead of where they are in the moment, right? And Erik McCoy is elite at doing this. So after he gives the left guard help here, notice the angle that he takes. He's taking an angle. He's not going straight to him. He's on that angled path, right? Look at that, because he knows that is where the linebacker is going because the linebacker is just following the running back, right? And he does that, and boom, hat on the hat play side, and he was right there for the block if the running back was able to spring it. I mean, just an elite level play right there from Erik McCoy, working the combo to the second level and then tracking that linebacker all the way across the field. I mean, just, again, help the guard, get to the second level. Next play, this time, this one goes for a touchdown. And again, it's the same sort of thing, giving our guard just enough help before we climb up to the second level. Again, this one ends in a touchdown, and this is as beautiful as it gets, right? Step, we give that long arm to help our guard. Guard is able to overtake because of our help, and then we are off to the races. We're tracking that linebacker. We deliver a blow, right? Now, AK has to cut this thing back up inside, right? And Cesar Ruiz kind of gets stuffed here, but you can see, I mean, come on, man. Erik McCoy climbing. Again, Kamara has to cut this thing inside. He ends up actually running into the guy that Erik McCoy was going to block, but he does his job, right? Cuts it off, has his back in front of him, and Alvin Kamara does what he does best. But I mean, this right here is just, I can guarantee you the next day in the film room, like they watch this play over and over again because this is what a ideal combo between a guard and a center looks like. The center gives just enough help. He's off to the races, delivers a blow, and then the running back finishes the rest. I mean, it's just beautiful stuff. Next one here, another super impressive rep from him. This time he's going to be, or the Saints are going to be running to their left, and he's going to have to reach this nose one-on-one. It's just him, mano-y-mano, right? And again, center, you got to snap the ball, then worry about the guy in front of you. And it's especially tough if he is shaded towards the side that you have to reach him, right? That's why they call it reaching. So again, we're going to snap the ball and just watch how masterfully done this is. I mean, basically already in his zone steps before this defender is even reacting to the snap of the ball. He's there. He gets his hat play side. That's super important, right? Notice his hat is on the play side. Defender's just on the back side. And then from there, he is just going to lift and run his feet to that play side, run his feet, run his feet, run his feet, and not stop until he builds that wall between him and the ball carrier. And you can see again, AK does the rest, has another explosive run. But again, can't stress enough how impressive it is for a center to reach a one technique like this, really going to his non-dominant side, to the left side, right? And then how fast he does it, how twitchy he is, and how athletic. He's able to keep moving his feet, keep moving his feet until that defender is fully reached and that wall is built for the running back. All right, next one here. And again, it's against the Cowboys from last season. And I know they're all from, seems like the same game, but he didn't play a ton last year. And when he did play in this game, he was phenomenal. I mean, this one is the same thing, right? Just head up, nose. Okay. Under center snapping now, which makes it a little more difficult. So we're under center snapping. We reach that nose. Again, give that long arm, give our left guard just enough time to catch up. And look at his eyes. His eyes are already on this second level defender who he's going to track. And he gets there and he just runs his feet. He just keeps running his feet, and puts him in the dirt. I mean, Erik McCoy, man, we better appreciate this guy while he is here. I know he's had some injuries here recently, but hopefully he can overcome all that. But man, he is special, and plays like this just really remind you just how good he is. All right, next one here. Last one, because by now I'm pretty sure you get the point. This time he's going to be going up against a nose tackle. This is a pass protection rep. And this just goes to show you how good he is, man, how strong he is, the core, his base that he plays with, and how quickly he wins this rep versus this nose tackle. So let's just watch this thing play out here, and then we'll talk about it. So you can see how quickly McCoy is able to win this rep. Essentially just a one-on-one rep, right? And what I want to talk about here is, so you can see, all right, we snap the ball. We get hands on first, right? That's always important. It's always nice. But watch how he just completely disregards this club attempt from this nose guard, right? Watch this nose guard's left hand, right side of the screen, right there, boom. Right, tries to club him. He just doesn't move at all. Hand stays attached. The play strength is insane. It's just he's able to lock this guy out, right? Fight through the club, and he still locks him out, right? Brings that second arm up underneath the armpit. Good leverage. Look at the leverage and the core strength he's playing with now. And by this point, the rep is over. The defensive tackle is trying to jump up and swat the ball. But I mean, again, this is what the majority of his one-on-one pass rushing reps look like. Doesn't matter the competition. It's going to look just like this. McCoy gets hands on first. He's playing with really good leverage, really good core strength. He's able to lock his hands out, bring a second one in, and just hold up until the ball is out of the quarterback's hands. I mean, that's just Erik McCoy for you. Elite center. Hope he can stay healthy because, man, he is so fun to watch. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace.